Welcome, everyone. This practice is a wall yin practice. This is great to do at any time. It can be a very calming and relaxing practice, and it gets into the hips and legs quite nicely. So you'll want to have your mat or blanket up against a wall where you have plenty of space on either side of you so that you can use the whole wall. So we're going to begin by getting close to the wall, and you might want another blanket either under your hips or under your head, whatever feels good for you. I like to get my hips close to the wall to start, starting with my back against the wall, sort of being over to the edge of whatever area of the blanket I want to lay on. And then lay down onto one side and swing your legs up so you are in the legs up the wall position. So we're going to start in a wall butterfly. So from here, simply slide your feet down, bringing the heels together, only as far as feels appropriate to you. Now your heels might come apart a little bit. That's totally fine. I'm just going to start our timer here. There we go. So whatever feels comfortable to you, you might just have your legs sort of hanging in space. Or if it feels you're going too deep, you can use your hands to sort of support your legs so you don't go too far. Or if it feels nice, you can just let gravity sort of take your legs a little deeper into the pose as you relax here. The wall is a wonderful prop, not only for yin, but for many yoga practices. So just begin to relax your legs and hips. Notice your breath. And you might notice your feet sort of slide down the wall a little bit more as you begin to relax. And you might find you're going a little deeper. If it feels okay, that's totally fine. If it's too much, use your hands to support the legs. Try to relax your legs. In yin, we want the muscles to be a little more relaxed than in an active yang or hatha practice. Yin is great to do at any time, but also before bed. It's really great to relax the body, release tension, and sort of help to have a nice, restful sleep. So we're going to be holding the poses for about 3 minutes each. Typically in yin, we usually hold poses 3 to 5 minutes, some even longer. So always listen to your body. Find variations as you need to. And you want to make sure you're on a comfortable surface. You can either have your hips up on a blanket like I have here. It's not a real thick blanket, but it gives a little height to the hips. Or you could just be flat on a blanket. It's totally up to you. So begin to deepen your breath. Take a nice full inhale. Soft sigh of an exhale. Let it go. And then slowly maybe place your hands on your legs. Start to straighten your legs up the wall and just relax. Notice sensation. You might point and flex through the feet. Notice how that feels. And then our next pose is a wall squat. So start by bending your knees and bring your feet flat on the wall. Start to widen your feet. Maybe toe heel them out a little wider. It's resembling sort of a wide malasana squat. Arms by your side on the floor or blanket. Find the position of your feet where you feel you're getting a deep enough stretch into the hips. You might feel like you're almost having your feet on the floor. So there's some pressure with your feet against the wall. And you're going to feel this in your inner thighs and groin and hip area. If ever you feel you've gone too far, by all means, back off, adjust. Find your level of sensation, your edge of sensation. This is just a brief yin practice. We're only doing a few poses here, but they can be great to do before bed or at any time you feel you'd like a little yin yoga break. And you can have your knees going out to the side a little bit. A few more breaths here. But also gently turn your head slowly left to right, keeping your head on the mat or blanket. Just notice how that feels. And then bringing your head back to neutral. Begin to deepen your breath. Using your hands if you need to, slowly straighten the legs up, bringing the legs together and pause again, and the legs up the wall. A little relaxed stretch there, or just a relaxed position. Point and flex if you would like. Going to come into one more. Notice where your hips are in relationship to the wall. Right now mine are pretty close. We're going to move our hips away from the wall a couple inches. And if you need to, you can adjust any blanket that's under your hips so it feels comfortable. And then we're going to come into a figure 4. So you might start with your more comfortable side and cross that ankle over your opposite thigh and bend that other knee so your foot is coming down the wall a little bit. Keep the ankle that's crossed over the thigh fairly active so that there's no sickling of the ankle. You can sort of move the ankle a little more to the outside of that thigh so it stays more stable. And as you bend the other knee, sliding the foot down the wall, you're going to increase that stretch in the outer hip, whichever side you're doing. So notice how this feels.
If you want a little more, you can slide the foot down the wall a little more, or just lift the toes of that foot on the wall up a little bit. If it's too much, just slide the foot back up the wall a little bit so you can fine-tune this stretch. Relax your shoulders and upper back. Breathe into the area where you're feeling the most sensation of stretch. This area of our outer hips gets very tight. Imagine you're breathing into that area, encouraging those muscles and fascia to begin to release and relax. Notice your breath. If you found a little bit of a release and want to go deeper, you could always slide that foot down an inch or so. Again, that's just an option. A few more breaths here. And then slowly start to straighten that leg that's on foot on the wall, straighten it up. Release the ankle that was over the opposite leg. Pause for a moment and then switch sides. So the other side is our counter pose. Cross your opposite ankle over the other thigh. Slide that foot down the wall. And just notice if you started with your more comfortable side, this might feel quite different. Find your variation. And again, you might reposition that foot on the wall, whatever feels good. Be here for a few more minutes. Notice the sensation in your outer hip, whichever one you're working. If you feel a little release, you might slide that foot on the wall down, maybe just a half an inch or an inch. Take another breath here. And then slowly start to straighten that leg up the wall. And then release that other ankle over the opposite thigh. Notice sensation. And just pause here and the legs up the wall for your counter pose or whatever you think would feel good. You could stay here for as long as you have time for. You can make this your sort of ending Shavasana. Staying here for maybe just another 3 minutes or so. Relax completely. Notice your breath.
Gently notice your body, notice your breath, and observe your mind. Slowly, and whenever you feel you're ready, bend your knees, sliding your legs back down the wall if they're still up the wall. Roll over to one side. Pause there. And when you feel ready, slowly bring yourself back up to a comfortable seat. And with appreciation for your awareness and your focus, you might bring your hands together at your heart. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this little mini yin wall yoga practice. I hope you enjoyed it today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the mat. Thank you.